Is this Superman shot here good or ugly? Let's talk about it. Okay, let me watch that again to make sure that wasn't as ugly as it was. All right, after further evaluation, it's not ugly. All right, I was just kidding about that. But I will say, I'm kind of in the middle. It could be worse, and it could be better. I definitely do think it is jarring. It does look weird. I love the barrel roll. I love the vibrancy of the colors. But for some weird reason, it does look kind of off. And I think it's because, based off of this, it looks like they used a drone, filmed that drone, and CGI placed David Cornsweet's head while he's static on that moving object. So it looks kind of odd. DC is putting together a team of floating heads. We do have 6 months left until this movie is released, so I think they'll polish this up and make it look better. For people who have hated the idea of James Gunn taking over DC and hate him doing Superman, they've hated this movie since day one. They're going to continue hating and nitpicking with every single thing released, and they're going to continue to do so even until they're in their seats opening day watching Superman. So pay no attention to those opinions. Only focus on how this movie is making you feel, and hold your reservations to fully criticize the movie until you actually watch the whole thing. The only thing that worries me about Superman is the cinematography, because it's the same cinematographer as The Flash, and I did not like the way that The Flash looked. I thought the lens that they used, I thought the color grading, I thought the lighting, all of it was just really off-putting, and I can see some similarities already in the Superman movie. And honestly, with James Gunn being an experienced filmmaker, I was kind of hoping that his flight scenes would be groundbreaking. You know, there's no reason why practical projections from the 70s are better than the visual effects that we have today. That is just something that doesn't make sense to me. People are always hating on the CWDC, but Smallville from the early 2000s is still looking better than most contemporary comic book projects, which shouldn't be the case, but it is. But I digress. My hope for this movie is greater than my minor concerns that aren't even a big deal. It doesn't make or break the movie. One shot doesn't make or break the movie. But what I learned today, though, is for sure the reception from the haters and people that are even fans of Superman, their reception to this is so overblown. To me, it just proves that Superman, out of all comic book characters, is the most challenging to get right in terms of the duality of his character, his superpowers, and also being approved by critics and audiences. Everything has to be on point. His characterization, the writing, the story, the music. If any of those are off, people tear it apart. And I hope we could refrain from doing that with one of the greatest characters of all time.